You're welcome again to the Absolute You talk show. My name is Deborah Ogude, and with me is
Aragbeshola Ifeoluwa Praise.
So today we're going to be talking about self-love, self-love, and the subtopic of that is value. So, Ife, can you give or share a little bit of insight on what you think self-love is all about? And let's even just start with what love is. What is love to you? What do you think love is all about?
So basically, in this concept, I feel love is about embracing yourself and just giving yourself that passion, that energy that, you just have to give yourself. It doesn't have to come from other people. It has to come from within. Just making yourself happy, doing things that make you happy, just loving yourself for who you are, basically.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, why do you think it's important, anyways?
I feel it's important because there are times where there are things you have to give yourself that you don't get from other people. So that love in this concept, I feel it is basically you making yourself happy and not just going to seek love and attention that you can give yourself from other people. You can wake up early in the morning and be like, oh my God, you look so good. Ife, you look beautiful today, Yes, you can just give yourself that instead of seeking from other people.
Yeah, self-affirmation and all that. It's it's important. It's funny how this. I remember when we were recording, when I was co-hosting with Ife, and she, how she also linked self-confidence to. Yeah, it's the same thing. Loving yourself. It's very, 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 very important. If you do not love yourself, and appreciate yourself, people wouldn't, because it's how you carry yourself that other people would treat you. So you have to love yourself first. It's very, very important. I remember there was a time in my life as well when I was quite young. I was seeking approval because I had not loved. I have not come to understand what I have. I've not come to cherish, what I have about myself. Some of the, beautiful qualities about me, just sitting down to discover who I am. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah, so you have to give yourself that validation that this is who you are, instead of seeking validations from people.
Exactly. So we're going to, before we even go deeper into self-love, we've touched it a bit, but I also want to I want us to understand this thing about self-love. When it comes to self-love, before you begin to say you want to love yourself, have you discovered who you are? Who is Deborah like me, and who is Ife or Praise? Exactly. So who are you? Have you come to discover who exactly you are? Yeah, before you can begin to embrace and begin to love those aspects of yourself. So, we're throwing this as a challenge to you, wherever you might be. First of all, take out time to sit with yourself and find out who you are, your likes, your dislikes. I remember, back then in primary school, they would ask us comprehension question, and then we begin to write things like, my name is this, I love jollof rice, I love fried rice, I don't like people that lie, I love color blue, I love to do this hair, that kind of a thing. So, we never get, what's the word now? Let's just continue in that flow like we were as innocent children back then. Even when we get older, it's good that we keep reminding ourselves. You take out that time to discover who you are. You will find out that, there's just so much about you. Take out that time and be intentional with yourself. You don't seek approval from people. Do with yourself. All right. So I think we're going to go into our conversation. Okay. So I think the first discussion point was to discuss, what self-love is really all about. And I think we've touched that. So common misconceptions, address myths surrounding self-love, that kind of a thing. I think from here, we put selfishness. And so I'm just I think I understand where that is going into. For some people, when it comes to loving, so that's why we had to define what loving yourself is, so that, you don't get the wrong conception about self-love, and then, you are projecting it like as though it's arrogance and pride, and you just there is just not that balance. So these are some of the misconceptions that we're going to talk about here. How do you balance these things? How do you go about loving yourself and still knowing how to be polite? How do you go about loving yourself and still being humble? That was one of the core values that we treated earlier in the first ever episode. And I believe that you understand why we had to start with core values. You see, it just keeps linking. There's just this link. Okay, so I want you to just expatiate a bit on some of these misconceptions. Like, how do you deal with balance? Yeah.
So I'm going to be starting with the explanation of self-love, just telling you what self-love means. So self-love is basically appreciating yourself, giving yourself that joy that you deserve, and then also apply it in your daily life. You can't just be going about life and then someone just sees and tells you you look good, you look beautiful, and you're like, I know, that's a little bit proud. You have to come up with, oh, thank you so much, I really appreciate, instead of, they would not want to compliment you again. They're telling you you're beautiful, and then you just being, I know, it's not normal. Appreciate them. They're appreciating your beauty, your type of person. They can tell you, oh, I love how you do this, I love how you work, your smile is beautiful, and then you just go about saying, I know, it's normal. Just say thank you. Exactly. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so thank you for that. Actually, thank you for bringing out that example. It just shows that, yes, that as much as you love yourself, these things are linked to some of the core values that we spoke about. Yes, I love myself, I appreciate myself, but a lot of misconceptions because people think that I love myself, and you go about being cocky, you go about being arrogant, like that vivid example that she gave. You look so beautiful. I've seen it before, and some people will come out and be putting it on their content on Instagram and will say things like that. I don't know why people have an issue with me saying I know when they say that I'm beautiful. So you see that kind of a thing, and you see when I don't know if you've noticed it, but this is what I feel. When you find people that behave like that and talk like that, sometimes people are dealing with so much issues. Some people are dealing with trauma. Some people are trying to heal. And so sometimes they have not really even taken that time to heal. That's still part of the self-love. And so, it shows. We can perceive it even in your response. So sometimes you think that you are trying to show that, all is well, but in your response, we can tell. Someone can tell that this girl, you are dealing with a lot of issues. You are not taking so much time to heal yet. And these are some of the impacts of self-love, the effect, the importance of self-love. Like we said earlier, just take out time and sit down with yourself.
Discover yourself.
Discover who you are. Okay, so we're going to be going into some practical tips. For self-love. We mentioned that one of it is affirmations. I'll just go first with the first tip. And that's practice positive affirmations. There was a time in my life when I was talking with someone, and she's a mother and she's also a mentor. So what she told me to do was that you get a sticky note and put something. She gave me some things to say to myself. She said, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're lovable. Some things that I just post it on your cupboard. And every morning when you wake up, you look at it and you're just like, this is who you are. So you are repeating it, you're repeating it, you're repeating it. In fact, I've watched, for people that are even dealing with trauma and they're trying to heal, that would really help you. In fact, I watched a movie, I think who is for, I've forgotten the name of the movie, but the girl was going through a lot of trauma, and she will wake up and she will put that note on her cupboard, and she will wake up, and go to that cupboard and look at it. And sometimes you will see her crying, she's struggling to
accept.
Exactly. So those things. So it's also a process of discovery, actually. I don't know if you get what I mean. But doing that kind of a thing, you get to see, I'm amazing, I'm this, I'm this. You will take out time to make sure that, these things, let me see how these things actually play out in my own life. I am amazing, I'm lovable, I'm this.
You're beautifully and wonderfully
exactly.
made.
You get to discover these things daily. So self-affirmations are very, very important. So we should go on the next tip.
So the second tip says, set boundaries. Learn to say no to things that drain your energy. Things that are not just for you. You know they are not for you. Don't force yourself to it. Because when you force yourself things, you know you don't have passion for that thing, but no, you want to go into it. Don't go into it. Say no.
Yeah.
Yes, align with what your heart says.
Yeah, and that's why core values are so extremely important. You see, running through all this, for core values are it's just the foundation. You cannot do without a foundation. Set boundaries. For example, you know, there are time people that are dealing with it, but will tell you that, see, don't move with people that will keep saying things that will hurt you.
Exactly. Move with people that align with your passion,
value systems, yes, with your desires, you know, people that love you, you know. It's not everything you have to get yourself in. And that's why, you know, as you begin to discover yourself, you realize what you stand for. You realize, you know, what you're passionate about, and so many other things, what you love. And so with that, and you know, even with the kind of people that you want to move with, these are people that, you know, have, you know, we are goal driven, we have the same orientation, we have the same mindset, we perspective thinking, everything, we have it together. And so, you know, even when you are dealing with a large community of people, you know where to draw the line with them, that no, this is who I am, this is, you know, exactly. There has to be this. So you can see that it's a really large topic, and I will employ each and every single person here to, you know, take out that time to understand what self-love
and set boundaries.
Beautiful. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, so we're going to take the next next tip. Engage in self-care activities. I mean, this is something that women normally do. It's, in fact, we are experts at it. We don't joke with skincare, for example. If I tell us something now.
You know, skincare is in categories. There are things you can use for your face, just facial wash, you know, just facial things for your face just to make you glow and bring you that joy that, yes, you really look good. And then we have body wash too. You can just get something that helps you scent really nice. There are different, you know, there are different body washes to get that would really help you bring out that passion that you have for yourself and give you that joy that you walk and then you be like, yes, I smell really nice, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. But what I actually wanted you to do was to tell us your routine. Are you the type of person that, you know, you take out time morning and night, you are doing skincare? And let's tell them how we do our own thing now. We are ready to share with you too. As we're getting feedback from you, we are also giving you details about, so what's your routine like?
So basically, there are skincare products I use in the morning, and there are some in the evening. So in the morning, I use my body wash, and then facial wash, and then serums, and then cleansers for my face, and then body, you know, just to look good and to be able to embrace myself wherever I go, to know that this is Ife, this is definitely who I am. And then at night, I just go in with my facial wash again, so I'll just wake up looking fresh, you know, and just embracing myself, knowing if you're wonderfully and beautifully made, you look good this morning. And then, so that's basically it. And then my body wash at night.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Yes, so please be intentional with how you do it. You know what works for you. Whatever will make you smile. You know, there's something I would hear often, even when you hear, you know, marital coaches and counselors, they say this and that. You see, before you get married to your husband, before you start thinking of having a man in your life, take care of yourself. Take yourself out for dinner. That way you discover what you like too now. You know, just take care of yourself. Like, what do you love? Sometimes, you know, some of you, you know, I want to have a boyfriend, I want to do this, I want to do that, but yet you've not come to understand who you are as a person. First, ask me, what's your favorite meal? What's your favorite meal? Your favorite color? You know, your mind is just, have you ever taken time to focus?
And discover yourself.
Discover who you are.
Your true self.
Exactly. Take yourself out. Give yourself a treat. Love yourself. Embrace you. You don't have to wait for a guy to take you out. You don't have to wait for a guy to sponsor you. Get yourself involved into activity, skills. Empower yourself, ladies. Yeah. So I think we can move on.
All right, so we're going into tip 4, and it says reflect on achievements. Keep a journal to celebrate your accomplishments, big or small. So basically, this is just about, it still has to do with self-love, you know. It still has to do with self-love. You know, you can just be going about your daily life, and then you just little things matter, and then let's say you helped someone today, maybe you saw someone on the road, just little kids, and then you say, oh, why, in school, this type of thing, like, what school would you like to go, what would you like to go into, and you just help them, and you just write in your journal, oh, I did this today, I felt so good about it. Just find something that makes you happy, that brings you that happiness, and then learn to do things that you are willing to do. Don't do it out of, oh, I have to do this because I have to put this in my journal. It is an accomplishment that you're reflecting on for a reason. So you have to be able to do it intentionally, be willing to do things for people and also yourself. Yeah, so that's basically it. Whether big or small accomplishments, write them down. They matter. Little things matter. They mean a lot.
Thank you so much. You see, I was just clapping when she started. I was like, this point is so amazing. Bless you. Thank you. You see, when it comes to, journaling this kind of thing, back when I was still in secondary school, back then, my mom would say something, then how to celebrate your little wins. It will help with comparison. What do you think? When you make that your lifestyle of taking note, write and journal some of the things. It's about intentionality, like you said. I love what you said about intentionality. Take out time. This is a thing of all self-development as well. You're working towards yourself every day. The things you do, write it down and show that, yes, take time to praise, celebrate yourself, your little wins. These little things will help with comparison. If you don't understand something, when you compare yourself with people, you are taking the focus away from you. And at the same time, you are reducing the amount of progress that you can make every single day. So take it away from people. Focus on yourself and celebrate your little wins.
Thank you, Deborah. So just learn to celebrate the little things and reflect on your accomplishments. The little things matter. They mean a lot. So we'll be taking a break now and we'll be back in a bit.
Hi everyone, we are welcome back. Okay, so we're going to our next segment. That's the question and answer. Right, can you take the first question?
So this question is from Temitope, and she says, how can I prioritize certain things in my life? So basically, prioritizing things, just setting setting things you're going to do this particular day, and then you just follow that order, you walk in that order. Like now, let's say you're watching a movie and then you have your books to read, you have things to do, you have the house to clean, and then you're just stuck on that movie. But when you set priorities, you know when to deviate, and then you can probably set a timer on that app you're using for your movie, and then to just like log you out at that particular time, and then that's just it basically.
Beautiful. That's an amazing point. Okay. So when it comes to priorities and setting your priorities, you have to know the kind of woman you want to be. What's your goal? What kind of a woman do you want to be? That would help with your priorities. So the next question is coming from... Okay, sorry. The next question is coming from Miss Cecilia, and she says, I want to know, how do I overcome negative self-talk? I think with this question, you should check the people that you are moving with. What kind of people are you moving with? So the people that surround you, your environment, who do they consist of? You have to take yourself out of it. You come first. When it comes to loving yourself, you have to cherish yourself. It's not about, I want to be there because I want to please them. I don't want to leave them. I want them to, whatever it is. Is it good? Is it helping your mental health? Is it helping you academically? Is it helping you career in the area of your career? Is it helping you financially? The kind of community you are keeping, is it helping you? Is it adding value to you? Remember that this self-love is talking about value. So if it's not adding value, please cut yourself off. So that's my answer to that question.
So this thing that says, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. So I think that's what this is basically talking about, the negative things. Know people that you should flow with, know people that should be around you, work with people that align with you. Yeah, so that's just what I think it is.
Okay, so the next question, I think you're going to take it.
The next question is from Dorcas, and she says, what if I struggle to prioritize myself due to family or work obligations? What if I struggle to prioritize myself? So I feel this goes back to journaling, goes back to writing things you want to achieve for yourself, places you want to get to, the goals you've set for yourself. So I feel that's basically what it is. And then family work, prioritize yourself due to family work. You can say today, okay, I'm going to do this for the family, and then later today I'm going to do this for myself, this for work. Set them, let them be in categories. Let it be family, things you want for family, let it be work, things you want for work, and then let it be your obligations, really just things you want to achieve for that particular day. It does not have to it does not have to, jam because of you just have different things to do. You just have to set yourself, let them be in categories, like I said earlier.
Yeah, so just to add a little to that, don't take your time. Balance. I think this question is coming from a place. Balance is important here, and so we'll get to that episode where we talk about living a balanced life. As a lady, you should be complete all round. Sometimes the way some of us we live, you think we're forever going to be youths. Yeah, we were always youths, but for teenagers, they always think that forever they'll be teenagers for life. You have to begin to prepare. Be complete, so that when you get to certain areas and phases of your life, you would not struggle. So self-love is part of building and establishing and empowering yourself, making different skills. All right, thank you. So I think the first question, the fourth question, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's coming from Titi, and it says, what other self-care activities can I engage in apart from skincare? That's a beautiful question. It's not only skincare. People and ladies, it's not just skincare. I will talk about one briefly, and that will be your health, your eating habits, balanced diet, eat well, take care of yourself. Skincare. You want to look good, you want to wear this, but your inside is rotten. So you have to take care of yourself. Eat well, sleep well, prioritize those things. It's not about I want to look beautiful and that. Eat well, take care of yourself. Your diet, eat properly, and other areas when it comes to live a balanced life. So it's not only just on skincare that you should just every other area of your life that that it's important. Just build. Growth is key. Make sure that is part of you in every aspect. You should make sure that you are growing and you're developing. So yes, emphasis on health. Take care of your health. Eat well. Eating habits. Yeah. Okay, so the last question.
And the last question, which is from Toluwa Lope, and she says, how can I inspire others to embrace self-love? It starts from you. How you bring yourself out to people. How you embrace yourself. There's a way you dress that people would know she loves herself. She's embracing herself. She loves how she looks. There's a way you walk. There's this attitude, not being proud. There's a way you walk. There's a way you carry yourself that people would be like, she loves herself, and they would definitely learn from you. They'll be like, oh my God, I want to be like Toluwa Lope. I want to be like Ife. I want to be like Debbie. I want to be like Praise. They'll be like, this is how she does her things. They want to do things in your own way. So that I feel that's basically what it is. It starts from you. So you should start it, and you just see people around you coming together, doing things, aligning with what you do. Yeah, I feel that's what it is, basically.
I was clapping all through. It starts from you. It's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We look forward to having you on our episodes and on our channel. Please follow up and stay tuned, people.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch up on more episodes. Thank you.